Good morning, Vibe Tribe. Happy Monday. Happy Motivational Monday. Happy Mindset Monday, whatever you call this. Happy Monday. Today, we're going to start with our gratitude. Like every other day of the week, we do it. We stay consistent with it Monday to Friday, Sunday to Sunday. Something you are grateful for in the last 24 to 36 hours. I know for me, I'm very grateful at the fact that I was able to just spend some time one on one with the husband. Like, with our schedules the last little while, it has not been a thing we've been able to do. um Life has been crazy and life happens, you guys, and that is when you need to stop and be grateful for everything right then and there. um in Vibe Tribe news, like, I don't see anyone throwing anything up in the chat, so in Vibe Tribe news, we do have fall bonuses. Do not forget about the goat training tomorrow. Maria Dillard, I believe. Let me just check that. We have goat training. Where is it? You. Oh, sorry. Goat training was last week. My weeks blur together, you guys. Don't forget that if you the Connect app, the Thrive Connect app is not yet in Canada, but those that have it in the States, there is a Halloween contest for October. New month equals new content. Are you ready to rock October? And it's little ghost face. Top 3 promoters who share the most app content through Facebook this month will win prizes. First place, $100. So us in Canada, we are praying that we get this app very soon because we hear that it is nothing but amazing. So make sure you're checking out your app. Make sure you're checking out your cloud office. There's all different kinds of things. If you have any questions, reach out. Miss Kayla, it is your turn. You're going to take over and have inspire the heck out of us.
Good morning. So I'm trying something different today. Normally I try to have like a set of notes, and this could be like a complete disaster, but I'm going to try to do this on a whim. Um, it's for science. All right. So who am I? I'm coming on here today. I am not a 200K leader. I'm not a 40K leader. I'm not a 12K leader, and right now, I'm not even a 4K leader. So, why am I on here talking to you guys this morning? What value do I have to bring to your life? Well, let me tell you something, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Your rank is not your value in this company. Your rank does not define your abilities and your capabilities. And that is kind of why I wanted to kind of come on here today, is to share some of my wisdom with you guys, because one of my biggest strengths is motivation and positivity. And let me tell you, it's taken me a long time, and it's a constant battle for me to keep that. Because, long story short, I'll give you a brief of who I am. My entire life, diagnosed in my early teens. In my 20s, I was diagnosed with childhood trauma. And ultimately, how is that relevant? That had my mental disabilities has given me the physical exhaustion my entire life. So I've always been a person who was just so mentally exhausted that physically I was so tired all the time. I would wake up in the morning ready for bed. And that followed me my entire life, right? Until I found Thrive. When I tried Thrive, it gave me back something that I didn't even know I had lost. I didn't even know existed within me, right? It gave me an inspiration and a motivation to finally feel good when I didn't think it was even possible in the first place, right? So I have constantly, since starting Thrive, has been a constant group of personal development. It's been so far beyond this business and these products. It's become like a transformation of who I am as a person. So why am I valuable to you with no one underneath me, no downline at all? Let me tell you something. I am a beacon willing to learn, right? I'm a beacon willing to learn. When you are willing to listen openly, and become a sponge for the people around you, instead of comparing your successes and comparing your ranks, you have the base to grow so far in this business. I think very often we set ourselves, we're our own worst critics. Okay, that's like the common, quote, right? You are your own worst critic. How often do we see people, maybe you've never hit any of your VIP bonuses. Maybe you've never hit any bonuses. Maybe you're watching this bonus season with nothing to show for it. You feel like you're doing enough to get through, but you're not getting anything out of it. But then you see your friends and other people succeeding in it. That can really bring you down. And that is where a lot of people tend to give up. I'm telling you right now that you need to stay the course. Keep doing what you're doing. This month is consistency, right? This month is about consistency. So over the last few months, for actually, to be honest, the majority of 2022, I was struggling a lot with my depression, and I let that really kind of engulf my entire life, including my business. So last spring, in spring of 2021, I was hitting my 4K bonus for the bonus season. And then this spring, 2022, I was back to zero. I was back to nothing. I had allowed everything to kind of take over. Why am I sharing that with you? Because I feel that my story and my situation is very, very, very common, right? I feel like my situation is very, very common. A lot of people feel the same way, and I know it because you know what? Rome was not built in a day, and sometimes it's hard to really um get the ball moving when you don't see, like, you expect to see some kind of like instant reward. And sometimes when we see people who are hitting those bonuses right away, it makes us think that we're not doing good enough. My son is going to Google everything right now. I'm hiding in my stepdaughter's room because my partner is still asleep and my kids are in the living room. My son has figured out Google at 3, so I apologize if you hear that in the background. So this is kind of why I was hiding, actually, so I don't get distracted. So often we compare ourselves, and I think that's been a big thing with across the board for our like our Zooms and stuff, is that so often we compare ourselves. And when you're comparing your journey to someone else's, you're instantly setting yourself up to just stop, right? We often say, consistency is key. This is a 5-year plan. You need to start and be consistent every day. But let's be honest, sometimes life happens. Sometimes things happen in our lives that knock us down a few notches. Maybe you've been really low the last few months. Maybe you've been at zero for the last few months. And you're wondering, is this really for me? Is this really for me? Let me tell you, this is okay. So, what we have here, you guys, is not only the top products in our health and wellness industry. We are also not only the top compensation plan in the industry, right? Let's just put that aside first of all, right? Let's get that out there. The top. We are the top of the top. We are the cream of the crop, right? But what I'm saying for you today is that the best thing about this industry, the best thing about Lavelle is that when you do have those down months, when you are struggling with things in your life, Lavelle's not going to kick you to the curb. You're not going to cancel out in 3 months because you didn't get certain goals. So if you're dealing with life right now, you deal with whatever it is that's coming your way, because Lavelle is there waiting for you to make your grand return to your business. And that is something that's really valuable. And that's something you need to consider. One thing about the last few months with me trying to kind of get my head on straight was that I never fully gave up. Did I do enough to get to where my goals are? No, I didn't, right? I didn't do enough, but I never, ever, ever completely stopped, right? I never, ever, ever completely stopped because I didn't want, I knew what I had. And that's the thing. I'm so confident in these products that no matter what life throws my way, I cannot I cannot throw in the towel, not completely. If the most that I did some mornings was my stories, then I was proud of myself because I was fighting a battle that was bigger than, my mental health, right? It was bigger. It was bigger than what was going on. Am I saying take your life and use it as an excuse to just do nothing? No, that's not what I'm saying, right? There's a difference between life coming and life happening and then making excuses, right? Making excuses. And that is actually where mindset comes into play, right? Your mindset. Are you a fixed mindset or are you a growth mindset? And that's the topic for another day. But if you are interested, Google Google it. It's super easy to Google. But I wanted to come on today simply because I'm what I experienced over the last few months, I know is probably more common than not. And so often we see only like the big successful, the bonus reachers, the trip reachers. And right now we're coming into the trip season, and I think it's amazing, and congratulations to everyone that's earned these bonuses and these trips. But I think all too often people who haven't reached them tend to compare themselves, and they think, is this meant for me? I didn't do this. I can't do this. I've been here 5 years. I've been here 2 years. I haven't reached anything yet. Does that mean that you're not successful? No, right? But maybe life is happening. Maybe you need to kind of re-establish yourself. What are you doing and is it working? If it's not working, what can I do? So often we're too proud to reach out. But the thing about Lavelle is the support system. Reach out, reach up, reach to the side, reach left, reach right, whatever, even reach down, because you know what? Kayla Dillon at no 4K right now, and I haven't been 4K for several months, is there for you to help with guidance. Because you know what? Even though I'm not where I want to be, I know that I'm constantly feeding, my need to grow and learn. What can I do differently? How can I change what I'm doing to keep going, right? And if someday I wake up and I'm not winning the battle for that day, that's fine. As long as I can get what I need to do and understand what needs to be done, right? As long as I'm sharing my love for the products. If I don't get to reach out today because I'm just fighting a battle that was never ending from sunup to sundown, that is life sometimes. Again, don't make this, I'm not endorsing excuses. Let me tell you that. I'm not endorsing excuses. This is not your me allowing you to sit down tomorrow and say, well, you know what, I'm tired, I don't want to do this. No. There's a fine line between life happening and making excuses, and you need to find that fine line. Okay. So I wanted to kind of pop on just for that. It is Monday. It is a beautiful, beautiful Monday. My skies are gray, right? My skies are gray, but it's another new week, right? It's another new day. It's something to be grateful for. So if I have anything today to say to you, right, in my little tangent of a Monday morning, is that find something today that you're grateful for. Find something today to start your day off with a happy, grateful heart, and the rest will trickle, right? So I also wanted to kind of talk about consistency and why it's so important to me. So that was my little tangent about stay the course. Trust in your journey. Don't compare yourselves at all. Don't compare yourselves. Your journey and someone else's journey is not the same. Someone else's successes does not define your success. Your rank does not define your success. I'm coming on here to share with you guys because in my heart, I believe I'm a leader. I may not have a team to lead directly underneath me, but I feel like it is my duty to constantly pour into my fellow Thrive family, because when I pour into you guys, I'm pouring into myself. Sometimes I'm giving you guys the reality check that I need for my own self. And by sharing that with you, because I know it's relatable, I know I'm relatable, I know I'm not uncommon, and I know that my story is not uncommon to our Thrive family. And that's valuable. Right? Oh, I'm just a mom. Listen, I say that very loosely because moms are superheroes. But for a long time, I struggled. with being just a mom. Who am I? Peel off the layers and find who you are again if you are struggling, right? But I'm a mom. I'm a mom of four. I'm a mom of four who struggles with depression and anxiety. You know, I'm a stepmom. I'm a mom who sells Thrive, but who has had life happen and had to, you know, and her consistency wavered a little bit. You know what I mean? So am I uncommon in this? No. And I truly believe that's why coming on today to share with you my story is what's valuable, because you're not alone. You're never alone. And people understand, but you need to reach out. If you are struggling, this is the time to find the accountability partner, because you know what? If you can't be there for yourself, someone will be there for you. Someone's, so many, right? And that is kind of why I wanted to share this morning, right? But consistency, what does that mean, right? And I'm going to make this really quick for you guys. So, because it's Monday, let's get the day going. But if you have any questions or inspiration to share after I'm finished, feel free to like hop on. But I won't take up too much time on this Monday morning, because it's a beautiful day to get going and to be motivated. So, consistency for me is, they tell me 5 years, right? If you can stay the course and be consistent for 5 years, you will be surprised how far you'll come. And if you're just starting out, or maybe you've been up and down for the last couple of years, I've been doing this for 2 years, over 2 years, but have I been consistent for 2 years? No, I haven't. So now, right now, he's gonna Google again. Right now, I'm building. I just did the Destination Millionaire group as a starting point, a restarting point. It's okay to restart, but am I going to let myself fall down? I'm going to try so freaking hard to not let myself fall down again. And so right now, I'm rebuilding. I'm rebuilding my Facebook algorithm. I'm rebuilding my relationships. You know, I'm rebuilding my presence and my, you know, my sidelines and my big team, right? It's all about rebuilding for me. And I know and I recognize that if I want to be truly successful, I need to be consistent. So what does that mean? Your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is a great place to start, right? That's a great place to start. Is that going to give you 200K? Not necessarily, not necessarily, but it's going to give you the minimum requirement of consistency to keep you relevant, right? It's going to keep you in people's inboxes. It's going to keep you on their feeds. But if you truly, truly want more, if you truly, truly want to reach the stars in this business, you need to think outside of the box, right? The good thing about Lavelle and, you know, our team pages and stuff is that they're giving us the foundation. But if you do not remain consistent, you know, what's the phrase? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. There's so many tips and tricks out there. There's so many things, but until you can do, until you recognize what works for you and what doesn't, you know, you need to keep consistent with that. It's this is constantly like a growing position, a growing gig, right? You constantly need to be willing to learn, no matter what rank you reach, whether you're not even at 4K, whether you're 200K. If you stop learning and stop being open to growth and learning lessons, you're selling yourself short, right? So if I am giving you anything today, I want you to stop comparing yourself. I don't want you to define your value based on rank or lack thereof. I want you to reach out, reach up, reach down, reach sideways. And if you're struggling, please reach out, because there are people here who relate and who have the right words to say to keep you motivated and to help you get forward. If you don't know where to start, ask, right? What does consistency mean to you today? Think about that. I'll give you one last tip. Your hashtags, your daily hashtags. If you don't know where to start, at the very least, take your daily hashtag and run with it, right? If you are struggling, use what you're struggling with to help you in your business, right? I think that might be actually it. Was all I pretty much have right here this morning. I'm trying to think now, but if anybody, if you're watching this morning, we have some pretty amazing leaders coming up this week. So please feel free. Like, I'm here now to give you some love on this Monday. Wednesday, we got Sonia. Friday, we got Chas. If you do not tune in on Wednesday and Friday, you are not doing yourself justice, you guys, because these women are just phenomenal and they constantly want to pour into us. And if you're not willing to take that in and absorb the crap out of it, you're selling yourself short, you guys. You're selling yourself short. Melanie, that was my little like ADHD tangent
You're good.
this morning, but
You guys hear me? You guys can hear me? Okay, cool. It's Sonia Lemoyne. She's here on the 19th. Chastity Marie is on the 21st. Shannon will be back on the 24th. Steffi G is coming up as well. Nicole Atkinson is coming up as well, you guys. And then we have Tabitha to close off the month of October. And then, guys, November, I don't think you're ready for what I got planned. What the Vibe Tribe team has pulled together for November, you guys, is tighter than tight. Let me just pull out clipboard of Thrive. Like, you guys, I have a clipboard specifically for Vibe Tribe because if not, like, it's a chaos over here. Starla, Krista Purdy, Lindsay Dickens, Lydia Kyle, Lydia Laws, Ashley Mosey, Amber Manquest, Andrea and Katie Sue. We have people that are not even on Lisa K. Fuller's team jumping on to host a Vibe Tribe Zoom with us, you guys. So tell your friends that they need to come back. If you have new promoters, remember Vibe Tribe is here Monday, Wednesday, Friday to help you guys grow your businesses, to give you tips and tricks. Next month, our main topic is going to be the business and the business side of things. In December, we are talking mindset. So just get ready, you guys, because January is coming up quick. And let me just be the first to shout out Katrina, Sky, myself, Katie, Sue, Andrea, all of our Vibe Tribe leaders who have stepped up to assist with this insanity that we are about to pull off, because we have some amazing things coming for the new year as well. And guys, we're here to help you. We're also doing the do just along with you. Like, don't think, oh, well, Melanie's a 12K leader. I wish, guys. I'm back with Kayla, back at 0, down at the basics, pulling my life back together. You know, but as a leader, we stepped up to help you guys, to do the do alongside of you. I'm pushing for the fall bonus. Kayla's pushing for the fall bonus. Katrina's pushing for the fall bonus. Sky is too. Like, we're all in this with you. So don't ever think that you're alone or that we're better than you, because let me tell you, we are right there in the trenches, chugging along, pushing through. Katrina, Sky, anybody have anything else to add? Anything before we smash this recording button? Have a great day, everyone. Exactly. Like, guys, it's Monday. I know nobody wants to be out of bed at 7 a.m., but get up and do the do. I mean, it's like 8 a.m. Oh, girl, you are not wrong. Tabitha, you are not wrong. So just stay tuned. And guys, let me tell you, when I say December and November are going to be hits, I might have a few things up my sleeves. And I'm currently not wearing sleeves. So what does that tell you? There's a lot to come, you guys, and stay tuned. And make sure, if you're not here live, you're catching the replay that we record these every single time we host a Zoom, so that you guys can get the same knowledge that we are getting live. All right, if that is everything for the recording, anyone who wants to just hang out, you're more than welcome to stay on. Oh, that smoothie is not staying down. If anyone wants to just jump off, jump off. If you're catching the replay, we'll catch you Wednesday.